Good evening, and good night, wherever you be watching this transmission. It is I, Mike Martins. Welcome to a very, very special episode of Mike in the Night. We're on episode 515 of the show. So what do we got going on here? Here's what an era of global boiling means for Canada. More bullshit. A lot more bullshit. There's global cooling right there. We posted that on the page. And I mentioned here, oh yeah, Florida would be underwater by 2012. So 1973, the big freeze. 1977, the big freeze. And 1979, the cooling of America. Global warming in 2001, 2006, be very worried. And 2008, how to win a war on global warming. And there it is right there. And this was sent to us by one of our journalists, overseas journalists in Australia, that support and watch Mike in the Night and give us information. Revealed, Facebook felt pressure from outraged Biden White House to remove posts. And again, censorship is going to go full blown. And you know, let me tell you guys something. Do you guys remember the short videos we made a couple of months back? How people are freaking out and getting angry and public freakouts and incredible amount of road rage. And people losing it. Well, this is a problem. Like this is becoming a problem. And now we've been noticing for a good while now, people with physical mobility issues, microwave syndrome. Who's reporting this? This is Lance D. Johnston over at Natural News, guys. Microwave syndrome is on the rise as exposure to EMFs increases. So we've been talking about this back in 2017, 2018, the whole 5G thing and the radiation waves and all that stuff. The rapid development of 5G and wireless technologies has multiplied the number of transmitters that give off electromagnetic radiation. Individuals are more exposed to electromagnetic fields, EMFs, than ever before, and the health effects have only just begun to be understood. Owner fights for compensation after SWAT team destroys his business. And the Institute for Justice has been working with the owner of a small business in North Hollywood that was blown up, destroyed by SWAT officers in pursuit of a fugitive. Just like you see in movies where they damage all this property and all these cars smashing into each other. And yeah, so someone's going to have to pay for that, right? Right. All right, two pieces of crap right here. Oh, remember this guy? Mitt Romney argues it shouldn't be illegal for government to curb misinformation on social media. Your transmission you're watching tonight on Mike in the Night episode, what is this, 515, is all misinformation. RFK maintains highest favorable rating among public political figures in new poll. So there it is right there. And Robert F. Kennedy, RFK, the Democratic Party continues to have the highest favorable rating among the group of public political figures according to a new poll. Now, here's the problem with this. And we said this 6 months ago, the video's timestamped. We are not going to have Democratic primaries in America. We're not going to have Democratic primaries. They have chosen Joe Biden, not the people. Because if the people could vote and it mattered, they would choose this guy. He tells the best story of them all. He is the best storyteller of them all. So he would win. Joe Biden can't string 2-3 sentences together without crapping his pants. And now in their 30th week, and we've been covering this since day one. This is since day one. Now in their 30th week, thousands strong protests rage on against Israeli cabinet policies. 30th week straight. We were covering this on the first day it launched on Mike in the Night. The first day we were given word on this protest from people in Israel were telling us to report on this. This is a big deal. And the Prime Minister in jail. And it's on its 30th week, folks. Can you believe that? 30th week of protesting. They want Netanyahu out, the Prime Minister. Incredible footage here, folks. Oh, yeah. I'm walking down the streets in Mexico City, and I'm looking at houses, and I asked my friend, I said, hey, why does everyone has 4, 5, 6 cars? Isn't everyone supposed to be like super duper poor? Why does everyone have 4, 5, 6 cars? Well, because what's happening is if you have an odd number, you could drive in Mexico City on Monday and Wednesday. If you have an even number, you could drive Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you have a letter, you could drive on the weekends. So everybody bought 3 cars. Every household bought 3 cars in Mexico City so they could drive in the city every day. And they have to use a different car with a different number on their license plate, right? So it goes right here. So here it is. And we talked about this on the channel. On even number day cars with plates ending 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 must stay off the streets from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Breaks down every single province, every single town. It gives me every single thing in Canada. Mm-hmm. I was working off the sister site in 2021. I'm telling you, they blocked me in 2021. I was not able to access the sister site at all. It was blank. It was blank. I had to get a VPN in order to do the work in 2021.
Really?
Yeah.
So they knew that they knew that a lot of us were over the target. They knew a lot of us were basically in understanding of what was going on, how it was going on, and these governments want to maintain power, and they'll go as far as murdering us.
Yeah, and there was a lot of young people dying at that time too. It was I mean, it's devastating. There's still young people. Actually, there is younger people dying now. Every single day that I work on this, it is very hard. It's extremely difficult. And to have people not acknowledge that work that on Mark Crispin Miller's Substack, not acknowledge this is disgusting. And I'm telling you, I've reached out to many, many people here in Canada. Nobody wants to take this story on. Nobody wants to even expose it. You were the first person that has exposed this. And I thank you for that, Mike.
Really?
You are the first person. You are. Besides my other contact in Alberta who owns a Telegram channel, you are the first person that has acknowledged this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm baffled because wow. I thought I would have jumped on the bandwagon 300 videos into already being exposed, and I'm just going to kind of follow the trend and get more people on.
Nope. You are the first person that it's actually it's in an audience that is exposing this. You are the first person in 3 years.
Holy smokes.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish somebody could have reached out to me earlier, because I could have been more vocal about promoting this and the link every Mike in the Night. I could just do a small, here you go guys, check this out, here you go guys, check this out, here you go guys. You know what I'm saying? And I could have, like, I didn't know. I thought it was more of an open can of worms, and now everyone's like, oh no, what now, right?
No, nobody wants to touch this. Nobody wants to touch it. Even in the United States, nobody wants to touch it.
Yeah. So here it is, folks. Let's go back to full screen here. There it is. Michael Zinski, 33 years old. No cause of death reported. Rebecca Helen Tabbert, 42.
And the amount of suicides that are happening, I know they happened in 2021 because I did record them.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't record them as much as I am now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to expose what's happening in Canada. It's actually crazy. It's actually insane. The amount of men, yes, Canada has had a trend of men, taking their lives and stuff, but they never have really had a trend of women or young women and young men of 18, 14 years old, 22 years old. Like, it's not okay. It's not okay.
And you guys are seeing an incredible amount of accidents. They're actually now censoring and not actually putting it on the news. All these accidents.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot of idiots on the road and things going on. There was a fatality just around the road from me a couple of weeks ago, and they still don't know what happened, where two cars collided and someone got killed.
Was that the one with the two stolen cars? Both cars were stolen and they collided with each other?
No.
Oh, that was the other one. That was in Adelaide. Okay.
Okay, no, this is in Perth and just round the corner from me. So the guys were just driving to work early in the morning, and so a terrible smash. Never seen anything like it.
I have to make an announcement here, because the authorities, or the powers that, not the authorities, the powers that be, that listen to this show, that know of me and know you and my connection to this show, obviously get their info from listening to the show. So somewhere out there, this message is going to make sense to someone. All right?
So are you seeing this swarming of young people? Because you sent me a video before, footage you caught when you were at a club.
Yeah.
Are you seeing this more and more, or?
I'm sure it's happening. There was like a teen takeover in Tinley Park, which
teen
is
takeovers. Yeah, that's what it's called. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's just south of Chicago. It's a suburb.
I think everyone is totally burnt out, stressed out, half brain dead. Not everyone, but a lot of people are dealing with like PTSD and kind of just soldiering on, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people have gone through a lot, especially with the great, I want to coin the term on here tonight on Mike in the Night, the great family divide. And that's what they did. That's what this piece of shit media did. And that's what these wannabe leaders did. And this garbage that they've been throwing at us all these years, the great family divide.
Most of my friends are pretty cool with it, but I feel actually like I'm an unusual case, that there was a lot of divide and a lot of people lost a lot of stuff. But it's amazing that we're still talking about it these days. It just won't go away, will it? It's almost like this event will last forever. Like, it's changed me permanently, I think, my opinions on things. So I'll never trust the government again.
Next year.
Okay, hold on. Stop for a sec. Gas ban on gas stoves, you mean going into private residence?
Yeah, but it's not just gas stoves. It's gas everything. So gas heating, gas barbecues.
Get out of town, really?
No, 100%. It's new gas connections in the new estates. So any of the new housing estates they're going to build, no new gas connections. So